Hello, this is Jennifer Vanderbeek, Imagine Artist in Residence, and today I want to show you some great flower techniques perfect for the upcoming wedding season. I'm going to start with Lilac Walnut Ink and Lilac Posies Fireworks, and I've sprayed them directly onto my craft mat. And then I've taken a small stack of coffee filters, spritzed around the edges to moisten them a bit, and then I'm going to dip them into the puddles that I've let touch and commingle so they're a little bit mixed in the middle, and I'm going to do one after the other, and it's going to create this variegated color along the edges of the coffee filters, and you'll see how that plays into the flowers in a minute. Now, waste not, want not. Of course, you're going to have leftover ink on your craft mat. Go ahead and take a spare coffee filter, one that we haven't wet, and use it to scrub down your craft mat, just kind of crumpled up in your hand. This is kind of like a bonus flower. It sort of looks like carnations. You could kind of get it to pass. It's great filler because it is so quick. And so if you just scrunch up the middle of the coffee filter and let the edges of the coffee filter kind of ruffle up naturally, and then go ahead and attach them to a floral stem with floral tape. That's all you have to do. Boom, one flower done. So for the next flower, this one kind of reminds me of a sweet pea. We're going to use a single heart. If you can cut a heart out, and it doesn't have to be perfect because neither is nature, then you can make flowers. It's really quite that simple. So we're going to start with the first one. I'm going to fold up the bottom, say, third of the heart to give the flower a little bit more stability because this is such a tiny one. And then I'm going to fold the first half of the heart kind of over and back, kind of almost like an accordion fold or a Z fold, and then fold it back against that remaining half of a petal. And once you gather the base around your floral stem and secure it with floral tape, your flower is done. The next flower is one that kind of reminds me of Japanese magnolias, and we're going to use 2.5 hearts, but I'm going to cut the hearts in half lengthwise so that I have some more traditional petal looking shapes. I'm going to take 5 of these, and this is a little bit fiddly, but I promise it's totally doable. I am going to arrange them around one end of a piece of floral wire. Then I'm going to tape them in place with my floral tape. Once it's done, you get this great cupped flower that, again, it reminds me of a Japanese magnolia, or if you had wider petals, wider, more rectangular petals, might end up looking more like a tulip or something else like that. I just think they're really, really pretty. Finally, we have the paper rose. These are, again, made with hearts, but you want to curl the bumps at the top of the hearts. You're going to want to curl each of those out, wrap those around a paintbrush handle or pencil or toothpick or skewer, depending on the size of petal you're working with. And you're going to need 12 to 15. So think 2 to 3 coffee filters per rose. Usually I would use a white glue for roses, but this time I decided to try the tear it tape across the bottom third of each petal, and oh my goodness, not only was it so much less mess, it was so simple. There are tons of paper rose tutorials out there, so I'm just going to give you a quick rundown. The first petal, that inside one, the first heart, you're going to wrap it very tightly around the floral wire and secure it. And then for the next petal and every petal after that, you're just going to place the next heart just before the end of the previous one and keep wrapping around and around and around. Now, the tighter you pack the petals in, the more of a rose bud you're going to get. If you let them naturally fall open and kind of arrange them more open, then you'll have a rose that's fully bloomed. You can stop at, like, say, 9 petals, or you can keep going to 15, 18, 20, however many you want. And then, of course, once you have your flowers ready, we need a little bit of greenery. So I did the same technique using Willow Walnut Ink and New Sprout Fireworks and my trusty coffee filters to create some shimmery green coffee filter petals. I have attached them to a piece of floral wire with the floral tape, and now we can start putting them together. So for a boutonniere, take 2 of our little sweet pea looking flowers, stack one higher than the other, add one of our leaf picks, and secure them with the floral tape. Now when you get down to the end, go ahead and pull it back up and then tape that where they meet. That's going to make it sturdier, give you something good to put the pin in when it's time to put on the little petals. Done. For a small bouquet, for say your toss bouquet or even table decorations, then you're going to go ahead and you're going to bundle your flowers, and it's just as simple as you pick one. I picked a rose, and then you start arranging the other flowers around it. Wrap them with floral tape. Do another row. I've also added some of our leaf picks to kind of break up this sea of gorgeous purple that we've got going on here, and just keep wrapping until it's the size and fullness that you desire. I wish you all the luck if you're getting married soon and you found this video looking for ways to cut the flower budget. Trust me, I am there with you. I understand. I hope this gives you some good tips. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and as always, for more tips and inspiration, please point your browsers to imaginecrafts.com.